everyone? How's it
What is
going?
going on? What is going on?
Yes.
Dude, it's so weird doing it from like a different location. I always get this. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But what's going on, guys? Obviously, another episode, another week. And obviously, this is a Double Tap, live podcast here dedicated to the FGC. And of course, we're doing it right here on NSG TV, which is weird because like I'm actually not there,
Yeah, but I can see
but you
you,
are.
but you can't see me. I don't know.
I'm like in a box, you know
We're
what I mean?
just
Like I can't even. But guys, this is a obviously a thing that's done by Mash Those Buttons, which you can find on mashthosebuttons.com. And this is one of the episodes that we do often. So guys, we're back again another week. Are you excited? Because I know I am.
I'm excited. I'm just jumping out of my skin. You
Yeah,
can't see
actually,
it, but no.
there's some things I actually want to talk about,
Yeah, sure.
honestly, because this
Definitely.
this is gonna be an exciting episode. There's a lot
Right.
of updates.
Yeah.
And not
So,
only that, we
mhm.
got to go on an adventure this weekend.
Yes, we did. Of
Last week.
course, we were at Summer Jam. But before we get into that, we just want to make sure you know that we are here live at NSG Arena, and also live on Twitch at NSG TV. But however, Wednesdays is our FGC night here at localhost, where you can get better. You can be in top 8 like many of our other Pennsylvania residences have been this weekend. We will get into all of that information very shortly. But first off, Meza, do you have anything else to say in this intro?
Guys,
I don't know.
no. I mean, guys, like, let's
Yeah,
be honest here.
what's that?
We always get new listeners. We always have returning listeners. So we want to thank you guys, even if you're not, or if you are, hitting up the reviews, and throwing us some comments or whatnot. We appreciate it. So keep doing what you're doing, and we'll give you some plugins at the end to find your way back to us, so you can actually talk to us.
Awesome. I love it. So, did we cover everything?
But yeah, you got me on Fighters Corner, man. It's time to
Fighters
go.
Corner.
It's time to jump in.
It's time to jump in. Is this the second time we're doing Smash? No, I'm kidding.
Yo, and this is actually the 4th time.
Right? Oh my goodness. You know what?
This is the 4th
I'm not gonna
time.
lie. I didn't get to play it at these certain places, but I am really hyped for Smash. You know why? Because we have a direct tomorrow. We're coming in with a Nintendo Direct tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time, so that's pretty much 6 p.m. if you're regularly getting out of work. Just expect your Twitter and your Facebooks to blow up with a lot of characters.
I mean,
character
is it
announcements.
just gonna?
What's up?
I'm expecting it to be more than just Smash, obviously,
Right.
but I feel like everybody's just waiting for Smash announcements. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
of
we
course.
want
Yeah.
like Pokemon announcements, I guess, but we'll
I
see
wouldn't
what
mind. I
happens.
actually wouldn't mind more Pokemon in Smash. So what kind of other character from like Nintendo would you like to see? We already saw Simon Belmont last month. So what are you trying to look forward to?
Okay, so through a lot of speculation and context, a lot of people said they're looking forward to Skull Kid and Isaac from Golden Sun. So if you guys don't know, Skull Kid's from
Yeah.
Zelda, and Isaac is from Golden Sun.
Oh yeah,
So
that's great. Yeah.
I mean, I'm expecting to see those two characters, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah. So what is this picture about? So okay, if you go over to the Twitter for Funimation. I'm flubbing up what my words
Funimation.
were. So, Funimation tweeted out a picture of a new foe has appeared, and it is the silhouette of Broly. It
Yeah.
says Ultimate Try Legendary hashtag Nintendo Direct. Now, okay, here's my thing. I actually don't think it'll be. I don't think. I don't think.
You
I don't
think so?
think it's gonna be a real thing. No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, you're already discrediting, man. What are you doing?
I
Don't
mean,
discredit.
Funimation and Bandai Namco, they like to sort of troll people. They've always responded with a really funny, like, some sort of rebuttal. Like, if Yamcha is there, they're like, Yamcha sucks. And, they're actually pretty funny with that. So I think they can, they're able to do something funny like that. So, but at the same time, it'd be really, really cool. Just saying.
See, I'm just saying, I just want to see somebody get like completely like knocked off the stage within the first 10 seconds of the game because
Sure.
he powered up and just hit them with
Sure.
a smash to the right side or something.
know
I
what?
just want to see it happen.
At the same time, though, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know why?
Why?
There is, I mean, Dragon Ball comes out this, what is it, October? No, this month on the Switch. So why wouldn't they put a Dragon Ball character in there? You see how fast I changed my opinion? That was weird.
You're everywhere, man.
That was weird.
You're
Um,
everywhere.
yeah, but this it looks pretty legit. And then the responses from Bandai Namco. You got the Matrix woman not like this. So I mean, and yeah, I think the speculation is very you know, it's there. It can be anybody at this point. Smash will put anybody in there. Characters from a PlayStation IP all the way from characters in something else. So at this point, would you really be surprised if any Dragon Ball character makes it in?
Honestly, no.
No, right?
I
Yeah.
think it's at one of those points where every game is so vastly different and has like 100 characters in it from different games. I'm okay with this. Just throw them in the game, give people
Yeah.
something that they want.
Hmm.
Don't make them wait any longer
Sure.
because this is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting to see some type of Dragon Ball Z character
Yeah.
in a
Hmm.
game that represents what they used to be in, what some of them used to be in, like Battle Stadium Dawn,
Yeah.
or Dawn Battle Stadium, however you want to, put that game, which was very bad. Which was a smash. I'm gonna say it was a Smash clone,
Sure. Yeah.
but
No. No.
yeah, this is the first time we might see a. I mean, we already seen a Street Fighter character. Hopefully, we'll get to see a Dragon Ball character
Yep.
now.
I mean, you already have somewhat big characters in Smash, like Bowser or something, or Donkey Kong. But can you imagine an actually tall character in this game, like a Palutena-sized man?
I can see him being a little bit taller than Mewtwo, just a tad bit.
Okay, well, Mewtwo, what, 6 something, 6'11", and
Roughly
Palutena is
that big.
probably the tallest character in the game, if I'm thinking correctly. Doesn't matter. I think this is gonna be pretty outrageous. Oh wait, Rosalina's pretty tall too.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
But anyway, I think this is gonna be really fun for that word that I just flubbed up, speculation.
Oh,
So
I thought you were gonna say party game
no,
players.
you're such a
My
jerk.
bad.
So
My bad.
yeah, let's see. Was there anything else Smash related that might be happening?
Yeah, actually, something pretty cool that I'm
No.
actually interested in
What's
is
that?
very select Best Buys actually
Mm-hmm.
are going to be I guess you could say in their certain in specific places you're gonna see different locations that are gonna have Super Smash Ultimate and have an event. I guess it is. It's less. I guess they have their demo there, and they're gonna host events and whatnot. So you're gonna see some of the events be at New York,
Oh,
Dallas,
there we go. Sorry,
San
I'm
Francisco,
got
Bay
screens
Area,
everywhere. Yeah, Best Buy.
Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, Miami, Los Angeles, etc. You guys can go to their Best Buy website and see all these things.
Let's
So it's
see.
not like it's foreign.
Philadelphia. Nope.
We've seen this done before.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Did they do it for Smash 4 or Brawl? I think it was.
They did it for Brawl. I
Yeah.
don't think they did it for Smash 4, but Brawl they definitely did. I know they had some tournaments,
Right. 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 Right.
and
Yeah.
Smash 4 had the Nintendo store do that.
Now listen, if the lines were really long at Evo, I cannot imagine the lines just to play this, just to get that little like glimpse of your character in this game. Not saying that's a bad thing. That means go ahead, support your game, but man, oh man, you would not see me in a line waiting that long to play a game.
10 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm pretty sure by the time you get to that line, you won't play until probably like 4 or 5 p.m.
Of course
So
not.
I mean, me personally, man, no, I'm good.
I don't need
I
to.
mean,
I don't need to camp out. I can just camp at my house for another 2 months until I can play the game.
what's funny about that is a lot of people for Pokken actually did that, and they said there wasn't as many people as they thought, but the line was pretty long, and then they just kept getting rotations once they finally got in.
But Pokken didn't
Um,
have previous games coming out in other years. I mean, this is an anticipated game.
yeah, no, I know, I definitely agree. This is definitely a lot bigger, even for a lot of casual
Yeah.
players and a lot of less competitive players. Which, as Jay always says, we're like, I don't even, I'm gonna mess it up because I'm pretty sure you would say something like, yeah, we're like 5%, maybe less of that community.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
definitely. I mean, now I can definitely say we're like probably about like for Smash at least 10% at least
What, Philly?
of that community
Philadelphia?
that plays competitive. No, man, that plays
Oh.
competitive.
Oh.
Competitive versus casual. Maybe we'll
Oh.
have to do an episode like that. Competitive versus casual. What's the differences? Because people still don't understand. But yeah, this is something if you guys are looking to, I guess, pick up and play some Smash.
Yep.
and
September 8th
get
to
your hands on it
October
early.
7th. I'd say the closest one to Philadelphia would be New York. That's Best Buy Upper West Side. And if not, I mean, your major places where, a lot of Smash players are on the West Coast. So, Los Angeles and San Francisco Bay Area. You've got your locations. Those are pretty main locations. Nobody lives in Minneapolis. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Everybody's from Minneapolis, aren't they? All right. So, have we done with Smash? I don't really want to be done with
Yeah,
Smash.
we're done with Smash, man. No, I know you want to be done. Don't lie to me.
Man.
Nobody ever likes
No.
talking about Smash until it's actually out and we play it and we get to actually say what's really on our minds.
True. No, I'm really excited for that. That's good for them.
Yeah.
They have a new game coming out, and a new game that's being tested, and a new game that is being processed with nicer graphics, better than MVCI. All right, so Tekken 7, I hear there are new characters coming out tomorrow,
Yeah.
and it's a famous Jackie Chan impersonator kind of guy.
Don't really care for them. Is that bad? Like, I mean, they're cool characters, but I've never really liked them during the series. Like, I liked Anna and Nina, but
So let me give you a little history lesson. So what's funny was when Anna's from Tekken. Well, I'm sorry, the one that I played was Tekken 3. I remember really Anna getting unlocked, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is just a cooler character. Me and my brothers, we just beat the whole game with her, and she was like, man, she's strong. But so for her to be a staple character and to not be in this game was kind of I'm sure we've talked about it before, but it was kind of just wrong. But you know what?
yeah.
It's you got the anticipation. I'm pretty sure she'll. Ooh, what a nice outfit though, the pirate outfit. I didn't see that coming. So like yeah, it's gonna be another refreshing thing to have a new character. That's a.
You're just
Sorry.
really liking the outfit.
No, that outfit was just hilarious because it was one of her old moves that she did.
During the Viper set, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think this is really cool, man. But go on. You said you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
care.
Like, as much as like I don't really I'm not fascinated, and I do like that they brought back all the unique costumes for these characters. I'm excited, but I don't really care for them as the first two characters because, yeah, like you said, they kind of didn't do any justice. Anna should have been in the game. She's one of the originals.
Yeah.
So I'm a little peeved, and I do like a lot of their redesign, but I gotta say, man, this shouldn't have been the new season kickoff. Like, I get it. We know we got Negan coming,
Sure.
but these two characters, maybe Lei. Okay, maybe Lei should have been the first person you showed because everybody would have been really hype. But Anna, I was kind of like, all right, she should have just been in the game to begin with.
Right,
What the
right.
hell? Who cares?
Yeah.
So now, like, I am gonna say I do like the way they did Lei. I still can't tell where he falls on the timeline, but it looks like they have the different costumes.
Oh
so
my
maybe that
goodness,
might be
the nostalgia outfit. Oh, I can't get away. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead. My apologies.
That's fine. I just
Also, we have
I
to.
like
Oh,
the
your
other
video's fine.
originals.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I had to interrupt you because your video was messed up, but it's back to normal. Say again.
So I just like that they have the original outfits and
Yeah.
whatnot, and they're trying to accommodate for the fact that they didn't bring them out in the beginning.
Sure. Yeah, and I think they just had that was the plan the whole time. Just to spruce up the next part of the actual DLC. Unfortunately, it had to be staple characters, but I mean, I'm sure there are other staple characters that I can't think of at the moment that they're gonna probably bring in to do this next DLC package.
So,
I'm also
real quick, can we
yeah,
just
go ahead.
pause? Can we
Sure,
pause the video real
sure,
quick
sure,
because
sure.
I want to talk about what we just saw. Auto combos are now in Tekken.
That helps me a lot.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, this has been a new thing that's been happening, and we
Yeah.
talked about this. Auto combos being the new wave,
Mhm.
and that's kind of like sad because
It is,
Yeah.
but you know what? I mean, yeah, it sort of takes the work out of it. I can agree to that, but does it sort of? Maybe they're trying to bring in that again. It's a casual audience thing, but at the same time, if you could sort of customize that combo, you can do well. No. This takes away the learning curve of Tekken. Yeah, I
exactly.
don't like it.
The one thing about Tekken is it's supposed to be really difficult as
yeah.
hell for no reason.
Yeah, and I was playing last night. I was doing well, but at the same time, it was just like it was hard for me. But I remembered some parts of my combos for Eddie, and I kept going with it. I think it's just at the same time, it's like you have people, maybe children or players, very casual players that just want to do what their heroes can do. But then again, it's like just take the time out and learn what your heroic, you know, star cast of pro players can do just by going into training mode and learning it yourself.
Or just make it a simple mode so that they can do that.
Sure.
I mean, we've
guess.
never been against doing simple mode. We should use that as a concept.
Right.
But as you guys can see, there's still more stuff that they're updating with the balances. Obviously, you know, there's wall balancing that's coming,
Yeah.
which are going to be off of specific moves, and wall balancing is just going to only bring, which of course, scale damaging.
Sure.
So with scale damaging, wall balancing allows for a lot more cooler combos,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure elongated stuff.
Yeah.
But do keep in mind they updated a lot of other mechanics in the game, such as the system menu. You know, they went all out to change the game to make it feel, I guess, just different.
Fresh.
That's kind of important.
Mm-hmm. And real quick, I want to just let this. Oh, that is pretty hilarious. We don't need to see all of those. So, whatever. Maximilian reactions. So, hey, so like, listen. I think something that's really interesting about it. Sorry, I'm going in circles. I just had something in my head and now it's totally gone. But yeah, no, it's gone. It's gone. It's done. I just had it in my head. I should go back to the video and see if I remember it real quick. But I'm excited for it. I really want to play Lei. It's gonna bring me back. It's a breath of fresh air for the game. Oh, and we're not. Been a patch. There's gonna be patch notes. That have. I think they're going active or live tomorrow. If you want to correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember.
Oh no,
exactly.
they are already they are already out.
Okay.
They will be live when the cast comes out 6/7th. So you will see the live. It'll all take effect.
Okay.
At least the patches.
All right, they are live now. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
getting confirmation.
I'm not. I wouldn't enjoy playing that game at this point. But at least it happened after a big tournament.
So we'll actually cover the patch notes next week, just because we're gonna have it a little bit more fresh in our mind, and we'll probably have a special guest going over them. And you know, who knows? Maybe your character will be buffed or is buffed.
I'm okay with that because here's the thing. And just keep in mind, guys, if you want, I would say just jump on over to pretty much the official website. You can check out some of the patch notes there. They're definitely putting them out. I guess it's piece by piece they've been doing it. What you can see, you'll be able to see up to at least I think it's 8 different people right now.
Right.
Oh no, I think they released all of it. Yeah, they finally released all of it. They were doing it piece by piece. Definitely can go to the website to go check that out. Obviously, we'll cover that next week with the whole website and everything.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you guys get the most out of the patch notes. See if you found anything. Just definitely let us know throughout the week, and we'll definitely cover it next week. Because I'm looking forward to them, seeing what I can learn. Because I'm actually learning the game. I'm gonna put a lot more time into different games other than Street Fighter and Dragon Ball. And it's gonna be a pretty interesting week. So we have a couple sessions of Tekken to go through. However, even though the patch isn't it's live, but you know, we can still go over a tier list of a certain champion from Evo, wouldn't you say?
Yes,
Let's
high.
take a look at it.
And he has some people on the low side of the tier list, and some pretty interesting choices on the high tier.
Yeah. So again, this is before the patch, by the way.
Yeah, so I've actually heard this multiple times, and I've heard he's only going to get better. Is Paul? Paul was one of the characters that was talked about on the tier list from a few people.
I'm sorry, I heard his. Well, of course he was good in the last patch, but I heard his death fist got nerfed of some sort.
Yeah, but he got other tools that supposedly are supposed to make him a lot better.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll talk more about that, but
of course.
He's supposed to have gotten a lot better because other characters got nerfed. But you know, you have Devil Jin, Dragunov, Kazumi. So it's and then that next row, this is all the characters you typically see in top 8. The only difference is you got Eddie Gordo down there, so you're gonna have that well-rounded, a little bit different.
Yeah,
doesn't have as many flaws, but he's still lower there, so he has to work a little bit harder. You got Brian Fear all the way on the other side, having that. I'm pretty sure having that high difficulty, but definitely nowhere close to low tier. It's not as well-rounded.
Over here with Master Raven, she's super high difficulty.
Oh yeah, she's got some flaws, man.
Then you've got Katarina over here being super simple. And but you know what? You know what's great? I do like the Shaheen is not like top tier, but he was totally in top 8 Evo. Um,
Oh,
you know,
man. But
excuse
here's the
me, and
thing.
King as
Before,
well.
no,
Yeah.
well, he got nerfed. That's why. Because
Oh, okay. Yeah.
when
Dark
from Tekken 7
Faded
to
Retribution.
Tekken 7 Dark, yeah, Faded Retribution. I always want to say Dark Retribution because Dark Resurrection.
I know.
So, he was broken, man. He was up there with
Yeah.
Akuma, and then they kind of just slowly fell down.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to always give your main characters a little bit of not main characters. Sorry, your newest characters a little bit of a push. But listen, I think that what I find pretty amazing is that usually when you see some of these characters, some of these second wave characters up in top 8 or something like that, like I look at Fang and I know that's not that person's main character. Like they have another character in their pocket, something like. Now I have not seen a Law in top 8 that I've watched in any Tekken top 8s. Not saying that he's bad, but I've never seen them.
Yeah,
Have you? No.
I it's like those characters you don't see in top 8 because they're from what I've noticed, they seem like very difficult characters to play in
Yeah.
certain situations.
Hmm.
So like you'll have like your Heihachi or something like that
Sure.
and Kazuya, but even though they have really really strong tools, I feel like it's like the rule of thumb. Everybody knows how to fight that character because he was
Right.
always used in the
Of
past.
course.
So because Tekken translates all the way through and through,
Sure.
pretty much an easy character to fight against.
I would agree. Yeah. I like this tier list. What's funny? It's just it makes it seem like everyone is good. I mean, in a game that's took so long to get balanced and to get patched, not balanced, but it was what 3 years in the making. My first Evo was when it was announced, and then the following year it was there. The next year it was there. So it took its time, man. And for it to take its time, and for people to consider, or low high, or any player to consider so many characters so high tier or actually good, it's pretty refreshing. It means that this game has done its work. So I can't
Yeah,
wait.
and
I can't wait for what the patch is gonna bring. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I think the patch is going to be wild. You're probably going to see Gigas probably get super buffed.
Right. Oh my goodness.
He just hasn't been getting any play either. So I mean, him, Lee, like I wanted to see what changes. Yeah, maybe it
I,
might bring more people to play the game.
I do have one issue with this here though.
What?
I don't think Elisa should be that low.
Yeah, I don't either.
Mm-mm.
But I think it's because of her moveset.
Yeah, fireballs? No. Look at
No, it's
Akuma.
not
Look
that.
at
It's not
Geese.
that. It's her moveset itself isn't very. It isn't very accommodating towards Tekken 7. I'll say it that way. Trust
Okay.
me, as someone who's been playing her, I just find the flaws. She's very straightforward, and even though she has tools that make her well-rounded.
Right.
I feel like her options aren't as good as most of the rest of the cast. Like I would definitely want to play somebody stronger if I
Sure.
was playing at a competitive level for that game.
Yeah,
So
the characters I've been learning right now actually have been Elisa. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Eddie and Dragunov, and trying to get reacclimated with the game. Again, I have never been that good at it, so I just like to body people that don't know how to play the game.
I respect that. I respect that. Get
I
good
like to
enough
be
to
the best
body
on my
somebody and
block,
then leave.
bro. I'm the
And if
best
you
in my hood.
if you lose, the
Yeah.
first thing you say is, "Man, I don't even play this
I don't
game."
even play this game. Put on Under Night. I don't play that game either. That happened yesterday. I'm just saying. So
Well,
yeah, I'm really ready for this patch just to see what happens. Next week, I'm pretty sure we'll have some updated tier lists.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So next on the menu in the fighters corner is.
AKA, this game is very interesting now. I don't hate it as much.
Of course you don't.
We're gonna talk about some Fighting EXE.
We're talking about
Fighting
flexing on
EXE
your
later.
boys.
Yo, you know what? I will
What do I
shout
know?
out to Mr. Fu because he actually was the one who helped me start to like this game a little bit more.
Of course.
I still don't like watching it. I think it's very boring. I call it Slad Fighter.
I
But
can understand
playing
that.
it's more fun. So you're gonna get Volcano Russo and Poem Perner now available as
Oh, no.
DLC,
Yes.
and plus keep in mind, it's also gonna come with the patch notes.
Mm-hmm.
So with this 1.1 update, 1.10 update, I'm not gonna go over all of it. It's a lot, just like looking at Tekken in my
Yeah.
eyes. They're fixing a lot of issues from memory leaks to training room, but also keep in mind they are also working on some additional things with the game itself, the fighting engine. So it's small tweaks and fixes. I don't think this is really so much a negative thing or a nerfing for the characters, because obviously, you know, they're fixing all the characters as they fix all the issues too, so they have
Right.
to readjust them. So I
And
think this is just something that's happening.
I think that's an amazing thing that they're putting in some time and effort. And you release a game, we're gonna work on it immediately. That's just perfect. I commend them for it, and they're making your money's worth. You know, I bought it discounted. I'm gonna, I'll be honest about that. But at the same time, like I wasn't. People that bought the game weren't expecting, an entirely complete game. They knew they were gonna be working on it, and they're keeping their promise. And I think that's just awesome. I'm already hearing early reports that Volcano is a little underwhelming, and but
Mm.
Polum is really amazing. So
Camizo is amazing, man. Yeah, you like that, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she is Cammy. Just because she has
Shout out to Cammy.
spiral arrows and flash kicks, it's gonna sound pretty interesting. I think it'll be a pretty awesome thing. I can't wait to go home and try it. I haven't tried it yet today, but yeah, I'm gonna try Volcano. I've been waiting for him for a while. I hope he has his theme makes an appearance in this game.
I know you love playing that character because when we played, that's the only character you
You
really
know
like
what's weird?
playing,
I
and you.
didn't even start playing him until I saw at 202 Furious people were using him in EX2, and I'm like, this fake character was actually good. Like, are you kidding me? This character that had some terrible looking clothing, he was really good in EX2. So then I felt terrible. I'm like, why was I wasting my time with Sagat and Bison? And like, why wasn't I using Volcano back in the day? This character was really good in Street Fighter EX3, man.
Clearly,
So,
it's all about the hair.
dude, I don't know. He's fancy, bro.
It's the
But yeah,
duds.
but and Polum was always just a character that was always just there in the EX universe that I like to see. Um, she brings the house down with her moves, bro.
That's true.
Anything else you want to say about Flex before we flex on to another
Um,
game?
Everybody just go try out the game if you
Yeah.
didn't get a chance to try it during the beta, or at least if you did and you didn't get to fight against anybody, please go try it with friends who've
Yeah,
been
it's
playing it. You will
awesome.
have a different perception. I had to have a different perception.
Yeah.
uh my perception changed in general. I had to have it happen there in local hosts, might I add, guys. I had it change there when
Hmm.
we had a normal session, and I was like, just teach me the game.
Yeah.
Clearly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
No, you
Clearly, I
don't.
don't know. Somebody teach me it. Fu was like, I'll teach you it, and then I was like, all right. Got my ass whooped a little bit, and then guess what? Now I'm whooping some ass, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. And the game's not as bad. I even got to talk some mess with some other players this weekend at Summer Jam, and they were like players that I don't even know that well, but guess what? It opened up a door, and who knows?
And also, want to commend D Nice
Oh
for
yeah,
getting first place again. Al got second place at Summer Jam, but yeah, they are keeping that game alive and well, and it's just very refreshing to see that things are moving along.
shout out to D Nice for
Yeah.
coming back to the scene because
Oh,
he's
of
been gone for a
course.
minute.
Yeah. Well, he's there. It's just sort of like
And he's in the
staffing
background.
and in the
I want to
background,
see him more out.
saying what's up. But no, he's actually back in the fighting games. I know he was gonna be really good in Street Fighter 5, but he decided to take a hiatus from that. However,
Smart man.
shut your
Smart man.
face. All right,
Sorry, man.
that's
Let's
fine.
get
That's
on
fine.
to the Soul Calibur because
Soul
that's what we
Calibur.
really want to talk
Ooh,
about.
ooh, Soul Calibur. Where are
All right,
we? Oh, is it?
all right,
Are we
guys.
getting to the screens?
We had a very hype weekend watching Soul Calibur, so much that it made me actually like want to go and travel, but I'm not going to because that's stupid. Because I'm
Excuse
not a
me?
Soul Calibur player. But if I was,
Yeah.
you would definitely want to go check out Soul Calibur, which now they're gonna have Raphael and Cervantes playable
Mhm.
at Melbourne Esports Open,
Yes.
which they look really good.
Yes, they do. I think the detail is pretty outrageous. Except I don't like Raphael's glasses.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's
I
me
think
being
that's supposed to
picky,
be a
and I'm
mask.
known
Is
for
it a
being
mask or
picky.
glasses?
Those are contact. Those are lenses, man.
Don't know
Oh,
if I'm
and
okay with that.
Sophicia. Wait, Sophicia was in it? No. Doesn't matter. Screens leak.
Yeah, so well, they were set up
I
They
know there's another
basically Namco
character
set up
that's
the
like that.
wrong build, and guess what? We got ourselves 2 new
Wait,
characters.
was that truly the story? Namco
Yeah,
set the
that
wrong
was really
build?
the story. They were not supposed to be revealed at all, and they
Wow.
set them up by accident. And lo and behold, that sucks. And obviously, where does it go first? It goes to 8wayrun.com, where pretty much that is the pinnacle for Soul Calibur everything.
Right.
So Cervantes looks really old as hell, but yet really cool. I don't like his
He
face.
looks the
I kind of want
same,
to see them
bro.
redo it
I'm
a little
sorry.
bit.
He looks the same. That ghostly form that he had in Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's more detailed. I can
Yeah.
see it now, but
Yeah.
it looks like that the little white rims around his face.
Sure.
It's like that. I thought that was his beard, and then I noticed it was like, oh no, it's not. It's definitely
By
not
the
his beard.
beard of Cervantes. No, he doesn't have one. He's still looking great. Still double swords. I would like to see gameplay. Of course, we didn't get to see that. They probably pulled a lot of the footage if there was any.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Raphael. He's known for being a character with the rapier sword. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but
Yeah.
he's known for having range. Soul Calibur 2, he was one of the most for me. Felt like he was very annoying to fight against. I didn't play competitively. I just played the computer, and yeah, that sword gets on my nerves, man.
I mean, as we can see here, though, there's
Right.
quite a few spots still open. It's about like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Take a
4,
look.
maybe
Yep.
4 or 5 slots still left for characters. I'm gonna say 4, but okay. So I noticed something this past weekend
Sure.
when we were there, and when we were at Summer Jam. Did you notice there are lines connecting in the background? And I think that's the path of how everybody's connected some way or another.
Right.
And I think that's very interesting to note, because in the future, I think we should kind of like look at this in depth and see if this is really if it's just something in the background, just keeping everything aligned and look nice,
Right.
cool. But I think that's pathing, because I don't see at the top right, I don't see anything connecting Ivy to, I'm going to butcher his name, is as well. But I see Nightmares connected to as well.
Well,
And,
Cervantes should be connected to Ivy. I mean, that's her
oh, no, he is
father.
connected to Ivy, never
He
mind.
is?
Yeah, he's
No,
connected, but
it's
he's not connected
barely.
to Ashraf, nor is Maxi connected to whoever's in the corner.
I
So I
think.
guess that
I
might
think.
just be a design
True.
method, but I still want to look into it a little bit,
That.
because it
Yeah.
looks very intriguing, because I don't see Taki connected to Voldo. So that might be something we might want to look into in the future.
Well, excuse me. Sorry, it's late for me. My thing is, why is Raphael connected to like Valdo or Taki, or Valdo connected to, mystery person? Yeah, Cervantes connected to that's not Hayate, right? That's the other character. Oh.
Yeah, see, it's a character we don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get there eventually. However, this is gonna be a little interesting. I see what you did there, Mr. Mezza, sir.
Yeah, we gotta keep the idea running strong. You never
Yeah.
know what
Right.
might actually happen. But yeah, I definitely think it's something worth noting. But Soul Calibur 6, definitely something you guys got to try out if you haven't.
Yeah.
Go find a test location. I know SCR is supposed to be the next test location, so that's
Right.
this weekend. We'll be seeing some more Soul Calibur.
Sure. I'm with it, man.
So
What?
yeah, then so what we got next is another thing I personally just am not impressed with. But they did it anyway. So
What is that
SNK
that they did?
Heroines, SNK. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, my link is not loading, but give me a second
No
here.
problem. So,
Oh,
just
it
real
did
quick,
load. Yeah, we're
as
back.
you guys know,
Yes.
PAX West just passed.
Holy cow.
SNK had a panel there with
years.
DLC characters being teased, and weirdly enough, obviously we got to see like Arthur, the thief Arthur that
Right.
Square Enix has. But
Yeah.
there's another character coming.
Dun
And
dun dun.
don't specifically know who
Now,
it is.
this is confirmed to be a guest character. Is that correct?
Yes, it is confirmed
Okay.
to be a guest character. We don't know what from, but I mean, look, Terry Bogard's already been gendered, so
There's
gender
a friend
bended.
of me
There we
over
go.
here is thinking that it's Sea Viper. If it's Sea Viper, then Mezza will probably actually play this game.
I don't
you
know,
don't-
man. I really don't know. Like, I'm already gonna try to commentate it. I don't know if I really want to touch this game.
Yeah.
They're doing so much to it, and I mean, I still want to play it. I want to give it a shot, but you kind of reveal something at PAX West,
What's
and
that?
you don't reveal what it is, and the game comes out in like T minus like 4 or 5 days.
What is
Uh,
that?
I'm not really intrigued right now.
What is that
I'm kind of
revelation? What are you talking about?
what?
Please enlighten me. You said they revealed something at PAX? Oh,
No,
this?
I'm at PAX West. This is what they
Oh,
revealed. They
yeah.
did
Okay,
the
yeah.
Who's That Heroine, and I felt like instead of doing Who's That Pokemon, please just tell me who it is,
Oh,
so that I can
okay.
actually
Well,
not wait until the DLC comes out.
here's what happened with me. I was thinking when I first saw it, I said, "Oh, that's obviously Vice," but then it said guest character. So then I'm like, "Well, then it can't be mature. It can't be Vice." Then really, isn't mature already in the game? I don't know. Who could it be? I mean, with hands like that and no real hairstyle going on, who has their hair slicked back? What character could it be? Trish or Gloria or some sort of Capcom character? It has to be a Capcom character.
Where have I seen that pose where they pull down their hand, they pull down their glove? I mean, oh my God, there's so many characters that do that. That's Viper.
Yeah, it has to be
That's
Viper.
definitely
Yeah,
Viper, guys.
putting on the
I don't know
glove.
why Capcom's working
You
with
know what it is?
SNK again.
You know what? I'll tell you what it is. Then it's Viper in a completely different outfit. Right, because in
I'm
a
gonna hate
different
this
in a
game.
different costume.
I mean,
I feel
I
like
get it
Dre's
though,
in my head saying all of these things.
because this same pose is Viper, man. I mean, like there's no other pose that nobody else does that pose that you would notice anywhere else. And man, I'm looking at it now, guys, and that is a Viper pose. If I didn't,
Is there already? Well, no, because there's other. I mean, it's not a guest character, I know, but Rock Howard. He also tightens his gloves
oh
before he
wait,
puts them on. What's
yeah,
up?
that could be Rock.
Rock
So
Howard,
is that
but
gonna be
again, it's
Rock?
a guest character.
Well, Mark of the Wolves, Fatal Fury.
I
I
don't
don't
know. I
know.
mean, it
I don't know,
because
man.
Rock
Or they
always
could
tightens his gloves and then gets into it, and then his whole, yeah.
maybe it's a character that is, like I said, it might be a gender bended character. We don't know. We won't know until obviously the release, but they've got us talking about it, so it must be something right that they're doing. AKA keep hiding the damn characters from us.
Right.
But
It's
kudos to
exciting.
SNK.
Yeah. Well, let's
Definitely
see.
kudos to
Let's see some. Oh, there are no Twitter comments on it. Okay, well that stinks. I'm trying to get some some extra insight on what people are thinking. If you have if you have a guess of who it is, please let us know on our respective Twitters. I would like to just speculate, maybe even color it in with the character you think it is. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to know if anybody can figure it out. If you guys can, who
Right.
knows? Maybe you might maybe we might shout you out next time, or maybe try to get you on the show. Who knows? Who knows?
Whoa.
If you're right, if
Some
you're
big
completely
promises,
right,
Meza.
I'm not making big promises. I'm just saying, if we do
Big
see it, we
facts.
might, we want to shout you guys out. We want to give you a good segment. Like, you work hard.
Definitely,
You're like a data man,
Yeah.
Lina.
Yeah, definitely. If you know something we don't, just please correct us. Let us know. I remember there was one time where what was it? We were doing a mod for Gohan, and we just couldn't find out what color this color scheme was, and we're like, "What is this green and white and black Gohan color?" And it was just Great Saiyan, man. It's like so
Yeah,
simple.
which
So like, Anyway,
those
that's
things
just
go a
my.
long way.
That is just me going off on a tangent. Street Fighter 5, baby.
Yeah, your favorite game.
Yes.
Surprisingly, so
So
here's
go
the
on.
thing.
Yes. Speak to me.
Kudos to Street Fighter 5. The reason why I say that is because in Street Fighter 5, you guys have been Capcom's been doing a pretty good job in secretly adding everything we never see.
Right.
So
And
until
without
we
patch
see it last
notes.
minute, yeah,
Sorry.
without it,
Got
they've
some
been.
itchy.
What have they
Go
been doing? It's like the Arxis secret, like patch something in, and this is pretty cool in the battle log, which some people like to go to very often. You can
Yeah.
now just review your replays straight from the battle log instead of going to the replays list,
There it
which
is.
is a little more frustrating and annoying.
Is that really
Um,
new, or could you could never done that before? I felt like I've done that all the
no,
time.
I felt like you did this last season,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong.
You know what?
Maybe then again, I checked it out in the
Yeah.
beginning of the season.
It always felt like it was really hard to find some sort of
Oh,
way to find your replays anyway. Now this says it's for what
it's
was
for the
that
battle
for?
lounge.
Battle
I believe.
Lounge. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Those
think
are a
it's
little
for the-
difficult to find. Yeah. But you know what? You just do some digging. You're bound to find some sort of replay. But now it seems like it's already a lot more accessible, a lot easier to find it. So that sounds about right. That sounds cool. I mean, good for them. But they're about 3 years late.
Like everybody else got replay function in their betas.
Not even that. They're one of their biggest like things in the menu is like replay or replay. Find a replay of the player. Like I know there are people that actually like you can dissect one game into like 20 minutes of actually like learning somebody's skill and somebody why somebody did something else. Like myself and bedtime buddy Julio, me and he and I dissected an entire match for a Lara main. Who's that Lara main that got far in France or in UK? Uh, he's a really good Lara player, and the thing is, he we just dissected it from start to finish, start to end. So I think replays are super valuable. You don't need to watch 20 matches to figure out why one player did one thing. Just watch their match against one player and see exactly how they're doing something. So replay is super valuable, and the fact that they're actually like putting a change into it now, uh, I mean it's a little too late, but
Yeah. No, I
yeah.
get what you mean.
End rant.
And oh yeah, see, like that's the thing. Like, I love Capcom, but come on, man. This is
Yeah.
stuff that we shouldn't have to wait for or ask. You should just already have it implemented because, and this is me being from a less of a casual and less of a competitor, but someone who designs games. I feel like these options, unless you're a small indie company, should be something you build up to if you're a small indie company.
Yeah.
But if you're a big company like Capcom, this shit should already be in there, man.
Yeah.
I should not be asking for this. I should not be waiting for it.
Of course. No, obviously. I mean, oh, and there's the were there a couple of leaks, I believe. We did see no, was it? We did see a couple
Oh,
leaks about that is a different language, but we did see a couple leaks of a different mode coming.
well, it was definitely data mined by Miyuki Chan. Miyuki Chan's been a well-known data miner amongst many others, and through this process, the mechanics will come in season 4, possibly.
Right.
Is what Miyuki Chan's finding is, and it says in the current patch Capcom left inside the game, all about the changes of the next season. What I thought in the past that would be something discontinued, in reality, is something that will come soon, known as V mode. And I know
Right.
you've talked to me about it. I've kind of just thrown it to the wind because I was like, this might be
Yeah,
trash.
I did see someone
But
post it last week. I
but
wasn't too hyped over it. I wasn't surprised either. Uh, it is what it is. It's gonna be a lot more to learn. So I don't think it seems like it's more clutter, to be honest. Now we all said the same thing about V Trigger 2s going into the game, but I feel like adding so much more when this game is already like not defensive crazy, is gonna just
well,
what? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I could just explain to what, like, because I have it translated what some of this says, and it's, as I've said to most people, it's pretty ridiculous.
Right.
So the first thing stated is that they have V brake, system similar to V reversal, which I think is absolutely out of hand. It's allowing some Killer Instinct type garbage, which is, and no offense to Killer Instinct, it works for your game. It does not work for Capcom.
Right.
Which is, there should be no V breaks.
No combo breaker. You got hit. You're
Yeah,
gonna hold that combo.
it's like, oh, I'm gonna combo break you right before you
No.
super,
The
or
only
super's
the only
gonna
time
lock me
Capcom
out.
actually did something
Am I
like that
playing
was
KI?
TVC for combo. What is it? Mega Crush. Mega Crash.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Your video's
I
acting up, by
mean,
the way. You froze.
at this point,
It's fine.
we might as well just start talking about, like, I don't know, combo breakers and ultra combos. But no, in all actuality, like, I think the funny part is, um, that at the end of the day,
Yes.
they have all these different things. So they have V Custom, which is something very different from known as the custom combo of the Street Fighter Z series. I don't know what the hell this is. This seems like something really wonky. I'm just gonna stay away from it. Then they have the V cancel, which is just basically FADC.
Yeah. So here's my other thing. I also saw that they are trying to put in story mode, a second general story, which I also feel like is a little too late as well. It's been 2 years since we saw our last part of the story, and I mean, I don't really feel like they are willing to put too much into the story if they're not gonna like make something look like it's actually, how would I say, something like in peril. Like if you're gonna put in the story mode, don't be scared to like kill off a character other than Nash. Kill off a character and make it sort of like the movie. I mean, they killed Nash and Bison and Nikali. Well, great. Okay, we already knew that was happening. Show us how this is gonna move into Street Fighter 3 if that's the actual timeline for Street Fighter.
I definitely agree with
All
that.
right.
Like, I definitely want to see if there's going to be some differences and changes when in the future for
Right.
that, because I think it's a little silly.
Mhm.
That's all. I think
Yeah.
it's
Like.
really silly that they're adding all these different combinations of like functions.
Yeah. No. Functions really like that.
Yeah, I think it's functions.
So here's what I find funny. I mean, you can data mine the game, but this data mine is only. It seems like it was found in the old patch, or not old patch, the first one. Uh, it seems like. Okay, so it seems like this is the old image. I mean, this is the old image. This is from what was before. This was the original. This is before Arcade Edition. Arcade Edition's all gold. I don't know. This screen just looks weird to me. It doesn't matter. Um, but you're tired of Street Fighter 5, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Oh, poor baby. Well, guess what? We're probably gonna get another story mode, and I'm kind of excited for that. But at the same time, I wish they would just elaborate. Don't be scared to show us why Street Fighter 3 is missing so many integral characters. So, are we done
Yeah,
with
no
the
more Street
corner?
Fighter. We're
Are we
done
done?
with Street Fighter. We're moving on to the randoms of the FGC. I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm
What's
just gonna
that?
say, guys, look, this is where we talk about multiple things. It could be, super serious. It could be, not that serious. But at the same time, we like to talk about some mess, some crazy stuff.
Yes,
We
yes,
also
yes,
like
yes,
to talk
yes.
about who might be getting. If you guys can remember the episode, and don't look it up. I want you guys to tweet us. If you can remember the episode that we talked about this, I will shout you out next show for sure. You have to be the first one though to
What are
answer
you
it.
talking about?
If you remember the episode that we talked about the arcade fight where this guy was it stabbed, or was it? I think he was cut with like or at least attacked with a butcher knife or some type of knife for playing KOF.
Yeah.
You tell me what episode that was. We're gonna shout you out. But yeah, that's stuff
Was it
we
was it
talk
King
about
of
in Randoms
Fighters
of the
90?
FGC.
It was King of Fighters 97 or so, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I think it
remember
was
that. I think
97.
I was there for that.
Yeah.
There, narrowed it down. I'm sorry.
I don't think you remember that episode though, because I definitely don't. I definitely don't. But I'll go back in the logs and I'll make sure I find out.
Yeah.
And we'll give that person a shout out. But guys, it is time for the randoms of the FGC, and we're gonna tell you exactly what's new. So this first one actually is
Yes.
really, really big.
Yeah, level up. SoCal Regionals event policy.
See,
So-
what's weird is we came from an event
Whoop,
that had
going
its own
crazy.
thing.
All right, here we go.
So
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned last week, Big E was the first one under the magnifying glass for having some sort of security measures taken. So Level Up has decided safety is our number one priority, or they sent out a statement, right? Number one priority, we're exercising and following security protocols, all bags, purses, backpacks, everything like that. It is advised to be bringing bare minimum. We sort of covered this last time, but yeah, they went a little, whoa,
So,
what is
so,
that and why?
so let me explain,
Please.
guys, how much more wild this went. And they did pull up numbers and whatnot. Here's my thing.
Sure.
We said, look, security is going to be great. We need it. And you'll hear when we talk about it in the segment that, I personally thought security was good at, to a certain extent, at Summer Jam. But this is over the top.
Yeah, I mentioned it last week, man. This is going
You
over.
don't need a canine.
Mm-mm.
You don't need canines. That is ridiculous. You do not need an X-ray machine. That should not even be in the equation. Officers, security guards. Maybe start off with security guards. Like, ramp up into it. The officers? That's a bit much for 3 days. Why are we even doing that? So, I feel like we're taking away more from the players at this point. I just my mind is just a little blown because this is crazy.
Are you so it's sort of like, are you instilling fear by putting in all these security measurements? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like are you sort of giving into it? I know you're not trying to give the fear. You're not trying to give whatever person that has some sort of detriment or evil plan. You're trying not to give them even the opportunity to do something, which is great. But at the same time, uh, these people are coming here to have fun, and if you're almost taking the fun out of it by, you know, sort of stressing them, I don't know. I don't know. This
Uh,
weekend was perfectly fine with just knowing that you had to bring the minimum, and then you just brought your stick or brought your bag, get your search ready, open it up, boom, boom, boom. Just get your things done. Don't be stupid.
if you went to final round that one year that they were giving out all
Clear
the
bags.
different bags, the clear see-through bags, then yeah, you're perfectly fine. But here's my thing. The thing that bothers me the most um is, look, it's good that they're doing this,
Yes,
right?
yes. Don't get me
But
wrong. No, of course, take the measures to make sure everyone is safe. Sure.
but the problem I have is now you're saying I gotta open up my arcade stick, my fight stick. Now what if my wiring sucks, and I close that? Excuse my language, guys. I closed that bitch for a reason, all right? And I don't want to open it back up. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go now. I have to go out and buy a brand new stick. I have to take my Brooks converter, throw it in a stick that's
Now,
like a TE2, so I
well,
can just
here,
click the
hold on.
button and open it.
So where do
That's
you
a
see that?
lot.
I'm sorry. Where do you see that, real quick?
So the thing that they're saying is, it says, all right, sticks will be thoroughly inspected. This means
Okay.
all guests must
Yeah.
be prepared to open their fight sticks, whether they are screwed or latched
Wow.
before
Wait.
entering the
Really? That
event.
says it there?
Yes, it does. It is the third paragraph, after all bags purses
That's
paragraph.
actually
And
OD.
and that's where I have my problem, guys. I don't care about any of the other stuff. You can thoroughly check my bag. You can
Bro,
pat
not
me
even
down.
TSA does that.
TSA definitely doesn't do
So
that.
what do you want me to do? Go over to the gaming gen booth and just be like, "Hey, can I borrow a stick for this tournament?" Or not even the gaming gens, one of those other booths where you got to go to and be like, "Hey, can I borrow headphones or something?"
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
no, bro, I'm going to use the stuff that I brought in there with. So you're telling me that they're going to like search every box that the staff bring in, you know?
well, see, here's my thing. What's bothering me about this is
Go
you're
on.
saying everybody should come to the venue early, all this stuff to get
Right.
all this
2
checked.
hours,
Do you
1 to
go
2 hours early. Are you kidding me?
No, my thing is, once we're inside the venue, are you checking them before we, like, because there's different venues, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so Summer Jam, the venue we were in a hotel. We could go in and out of the actual venue
Mhm.
and then go up to our room. So
Mhm.
you're telling me that you're gonna either check us at the hotel, or
Mhm.
you're gonna check us at the venue inside, like the
Mhm.
venue section in the hotel. Because at the end of the day, if somebody leaves, I gotta come back in and then get checked again. And you can't say, "Oh, well, you left."
You better make the food inside very affordable.
Like, there's just so many complications, and like I said, we'll go over more of it, guys, when
Yeah.
we talk about
Yeah.
our experience. But I
Yeah.
just think this is like the main thing is the whole unscrew, unlatch, like your
Yeah. No, that's
your
that's
stick.
that's
Like, I get it for the
OD.
people who have the easy T to access, but
Right.
this.
Button in the front. Open it up. Boom. That's easy. That's probably what they meant. But then when they said open, like turn it upside down and open it. Come on, man. My arcade stick is fragile. What if you got some one player that has like never opened up his stick and you got like a bug in there?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
imagine? Like,
funny though. It's
dude.
really weird. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
cause like now they're saying, okay, so yeah, if you have a DualShock pad, you don't have, it doesn't affect you. But I mean, that still doesn't matter. We're talking about people open. You gotta open up
I
multiple
can't believe that.
sticks.
No, I can't. I can't even, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just, that pisses me off to just even think about it. But guys, that's, if you're going to SCR, good luck. Have fun with that policy. That's why I'm not going, even if I could.
I hope that
So.
you guys are able to actually enjoy the event without having to have a fear that something could happen. Um, I hope you feel. I do hope that every event you should definitely feel safe, even before or after this, whatever had happened. But just let us know how it goes, and I'm sure you'll have a great time, whether or not. But guess what?
What?
It's back.
Yes, I heard.
It's back. The epitome
What
of
is back?
hype is back. Final round is going to return. Final Round 22 is going to happen. It is actually happening, and that is going to be on the 15th and 7th through the 17th of 2019 next year. Now, we did cover that Shin Blanca was taking a hiatus. However, it seems as though he cannot go that far from the FGC. And you know what? You never truly leave the FGC. I'm glad he's back. I'm pretty sure he has a strong staff. He has a strong, he has this a strong will for this. He loves this place. I mean, he's done it for 21 years. There are people, there are players in there that have won tournaments that aren't even 21 yet. Final round is
Oh,
older than some
absolutely.
of these players. Um, so I'm just saying, like, this is gonna be fantastic. I love final round, and I'm sure it's a staple. It's that first tournament that all the international players go to, that everyone can go to, and get their premier points for Capcom, get their Tekken fix. There's such a good crowd in Atlanta for Tekken, and I believe that final round is the place to be at the start of the year. Go on.
I just honestly like that Final Round's coming back because Final Round is one of my favorite events after Final Round 20.
Yeah.
I definitely like Final Round 20 and I think it was 19 that I went to, or 18, one of those. Because I went to two of them. And in all honesty, I'm happy that he's back. I mean, there's not much more information yet, but
Right.
maybe I'll be there. So that's something to look forward to.
Sure. And you know what? I think it's also has to contribute to the fact that they've learned from 19. 19 was just, it is what it is, but he couldn't change it, and he made it for the better for in 20. And in 21, he had an amazing exhibition match. Unfortunately, it caused some speed bumps, but it did bring hype, and it was the start of everything we sort of see now with Dragon Ball Fighters. I hope Final Round does not go anywhere.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it is. I think he's made it very clear. But
Yeah.
yeah, guys, Final Round definitely coming back. Just if you haven't, go find out more information about it. You'll find out soon enough.
All right. So, what do we have next,
So
Reza?
so next, what we have is something very interesting. We have the Terry Bogard,
Mm-mm.
kinetic statue,
Yes.
which is very interesting.
Yes.
Because I like the design behind it. It's one of the cooler. It's one of the cooler sticks. I mean, sorry, one of the cooler statues that we've covered. And
Mm-hmm.
Kinetics does a lot of different statues,
Oh
as you can
yeah.
see.
Ooh, did you see that? Did you see that animation?
Oh
Does
yeah,
it really
dude.
do
No,
that?
they go
No,
ham.
I
They
know, I
go
know.
ham with
No, I've
this.
seen. This is what's this move called? Power Geyser.
Yep, Power Geyser.
Power Zect. And oh, it
Okay, guys, just so you know, it does not do that
it doesn't
physically.
light
Okay,
up.
so no, it doesn't move like you
Oh,
don't
I'm
you
just
don't get those
saying. I
stop
hope it lights
animations.
up. Did you see how it lit
They
up?
built it lights up, but they built it so you don't see the character slowly hit the ground and then
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So
All right. That light up was pretty outrageous. So real quick. So yeah, I'm really a big fan of this. Terry is one of my favorite characters, not just from like fighting games, but just the movies in general, and just his quotes, his one-liners. You know, live wire. This is so great. Bandaku, which is
yeah,
burning knuckle. I'm just like playing funny,
and
but
and you guys can get that on the kinetics.com
yeah,
website. They definitely do a lot of different things there, but this is one of their newest works. But
yep.
I mean,
Pre-orders
Gabe,
as
I'm
of
gonna be
today.
honest. I don't think
Yes.
you want to pay for this, man. This is expensive.
You're right. I wouldn't want to pay for it.
Now you see,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
guys. If you got the money for it, this is one of those very fancy things we say. All right, drop the $699 for it. Okay, go
Right.
ahead. It's all you. But
Give me 1 second. Give me
yeah,
one moment. Nope. Nope.
yeah. You see
Oh
you see how
goodness.
much it is, right?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like, oh, it's too
totally
much.
like freaking out because I had lost my place. Go to the next thing. Hold
It's
on.
okay.
I
So
closed the tab I wasn't supposed to.
so SNK is now revealing a new game. They have a
Really?
countdown website. What's pretty cool about this is it's coming out the 10th, but we don't know what it is. So we got 4 days left. I'm actually pretty excited about it
Right.
because I like SNK games. I just nobody knows what this game is gonna be.
Oh. Are you sure?
So, no, I'm pretty positive. They said it's a whole. They're saying it's a whole new, um, like it's a new game just in general. It's has. We don't know if it's gonna be old. We don't know if it's gonna be a new series. We don't know if it's gonna be Samurai Showdown. We don't know if it's gonna be Last
Ooh,
Blade.
please, sir. I can only take so much.
I know, right? So we don't know if it's gonna be Mark of the Wolves, a remake, a proper remake, part two. So I mean, there's a lot of options here for what we really could be seeing, and I just don't know per se what we're gonna get out of this new series that they're or new game that they're looking to do. But
There's the
if you guys
countdown.
want to, yeah, there is a countdown, which is
A
pretty
new
cool.
dawn
So if you guys are
arises.
looking
Is this
forward to that.
SNK? And now this is 40 years of SNK. What new can they bring?
What new can they bring? I don't know. I actually don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I don't know per se what they're gonna do,
Hmm.
but I can say this has probably been their most exciting I've ever seen them do it. They've never done it like this.
You're telling me that screen is exciting? No, I'm kidding. That screen is kind
As
of
in like
scary.
their build
I
up.
know, I know. They're building up to. They have a Facebook and they have a Twitter that's gonna probably go live. Well, that stinks. It's okay, nothing there. So there's yeah. So there's that. It's probably gonna go
Yeah, you're
live
trying
that
to like
day.
click and
Yeah,
see where you can go
yeah.
to find more information. It's
Nada,
like nope,
nada, as in not a
just hold
single
that.
thing. So yeah, 4 days, 21 hours, 38 minutes, and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Kind of hype. That's cool.
I'm excited to see honestly where they're gonna take it and how they're gonna give us like an interesting take on the SNK, whatever they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, I, this is the most excited I've been for SNK to release a game
Sure.
that hopefully won't be a pachinko game.
Yeah, and not a cell phone game, right? So here we're
Pachinko
gonna
machines.
talk about this game here. It's called Jump Force. Isn't it
Nobody thinks this game.
beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Those graphics are great.
Well, Justin Wong says, "I need more. I like this game. I'm excited about it. The
Ugh.
character select screen looks good.
Listen,
I
Justin Wong's a
actually,
fan of John Cena, so I can't take him seriously.
oh my god.
Okay.
I mean, look, I like everything that he has going on here. You
Yeah.
know, I like that he is able to get us the character select screen, and I think
No,
that
it's
their
awesome.
character select screen looks way more crisp than like 90% of the games out there.
Oh yeah. No. This is great. I was always a fan as a kid of Budokai Tenkaichi games, things like that. So, the way this game is going, that's gonna be cool. And whatever. It's gonna bring in that casual crowd that didn't like Fighter Z. Um, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be what it is. It is what it is. It's a game,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure, 100% sure it's gonna sell well. Why wouldn't it? Anything
I
else you
definitely
got
agree.
in there for this? Anything else you got for this?
No, I hate Jump Force, so I mean, hopefully, I'm not gonna hold any punches on this one, guys. I think Jump Force is gonna suck, but
Wow. Oh wait, I
if
didn't
if
even
it
know they
proves me wrong,
announced.
then
I didn't even know
awesome,
they announced Vegeta for the game.
dude. Vegeta was one of the. Okay, I'm done with you.
No, it was Goku and it was Frieza. I remember that.
Yeah, but Vegeta showed up like three. Don't worry, it's not. I don't expect you to follow this game.
Right.
So yeah, like Jump Force, if you're into that type of style, like the whole J Star Victory games, this pretty much seems like it's gonna be another rendition of that. Justin's behind it, so maybe you guys can get behind it too.
Yeah.
But
So go ahead. You can cover this if you'd like.
yeah. So as you guys may know, Ubisoft is
Mhm.
was connected with the company that worked on Brawlhalla.
Ah.
So they did merge quite about like I think it was about a year and a half ago or so. And now Brawlhalla, because as you guys know, Rivals of Aether last week we talked, or 2 weeks ago we talked about how they got Shovel Knight, just like
Oh
Blade Strangers
yeah,
did.
that game was looking awesome. We covered that. Yeah.
What's cool and interesting is this is also what takes away from Smash, sadly. But it's awesome to see these characters in different games. But Brawlhalla will be receiving Rayman as one of the newer characters. What's interesting about that is because he was supposed to be a
Mhm.
Smash character.
Right. Yeah.
And it seems like
Yeah.
Smash characters keep getting written off.
Right. For Brawlhalla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Rayman's gonna be in Brawlhalla, but the thing is, like,
Mhm.
he was supposed to be a character. Rayman is supposed to be a character
Yeah.
for Smash,
Right.
and now people are speculating that anytime some character gets into another game, Rivals
Yeah.
of Aether, Brawlhalla,
Yeah.
Icons, anything else that's like Smash
Mm,
or has a similarity,
yeah.
well, they're not going to see the daylight in Smash because money's already somewhere else.
It's another Smash thing. I'm already ready for the next topic because when you said Smash, I'll. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
No, I'm
uh,
really. I haven't never played a Rayman game, so I can't.
oh really? Oh, you're
Yeah.
missing out, man.
Yeah.
Rayman
No,
Legends will
my
get you
buddy
into it.
Papa Pun, he's probably kicking my face right now. You know Pedro. Anyway,
Yeah,
Dissidia though, I still have to get this game, man. We have
same.
it's you, me, and Dre have to make some sort of faction and like get in that game and just go to town and
I mean,
you know.
you can blame, yes, I'm gonna call you guys out on this. You can definitely blame WNF for making the first tournament in America on the West Coast absolute pure garbage. So that's why
Really?
we don't have a Dissidia scene anymore.
Oh my.
So yeah, they put on a terrible production and it was just not worth it. Yeah, I'm calling you guys out on it.
Mm,
It is what it is. But
yeah.
at the end of the day, Dissidia is still a solid game, and they're coming out with another character this following week coming up on the 11th of September. So if you guys are prepared, you got
So
Renoa.
she
I'm
came
not a
out
big
already,
fan of her.
correct? She already was she released, Renoa?
Yeah, she was already
Okay.
released. She's not one of my favorite characters, but
I'm gonna
hopefully I
make
get to see something interesting get released this time because I like Final Fantasy characters.
I'm gonna make a slight like prediction. Did
Hmm.
they already give any detail about the character or no?
No detail. No
It's gonna
detail.
be Delita.
Why?
What do you mean why? They only have one
Why?
character showing up from Final Fantasy Tactics. It can be Delita or it can be Agrias or it can be Orlando.
No, I'm
Why
not
not?
seeing it.
Why not?
They're gonna go
Y
obscure in my
graph.
opinion. We're gonna get a goddamn chocobo. You don't
I
believe me?
cannot wait until this appears
No,
so that I
that
can
is not.
prove
No,
you wrong.
my honest
Yeah,
guess
right.
would be because we don't have a lot of representation for Final Fantasy. Well, damn, we just got one. Never mind. Eight's out of the question. So what haven't
Eight
we
has
received?
four characters. You have Squall, Ultimecia, Renoa, and Laguna.
Yes, I forgot about Renoa. I was expecting us to get Zell instead, a better character.
No, Renoa's too
Um,
good to the story, and Angelo's a god.
See, and the problem is, I would like Final Fantasy 9 characters, but all of 9 characters kind of suck except for the
No.
main character as representations.
What? You're gonna make me
As
walk off.
as representations. Who else could you put in the game besides Vivi, which is the
Freya.
only other character?
She has the best song in the game. She has the best town in the game. She has the best move in the
We're
game.
we're
What?
getting another Final Fantasy 10 character. I'm gonna
Dude,
call it off the bat.
it would be so sick for Freya to jump up into the sky and act like Bart's Krauser.
We don't have
Is it
Yuna yet.
Bart's? Yeah. You
I
don't
hate
have
to
what?
say it. We don't have Yuna. We don't have Oron. We don't have characters that need to be in the game.
Yuna was
I don't
in
want Yuna in the game. But
Yuna was in Dissidia too, wasn't she not?
yeah, she was.
She's not in
So
this one?
nope, she's not in this one.
Oh wow.
So we either could expect her, we could expect Oron. I think it's gonna be one of those. I think it might be a returning character.
Could we get a
From,
guest character, you think?
I don't think they got enough money for that.
You don't need to have money for that? Because I'm only
What
asking
happened?
because remember when Dead Fantasy was the thing? When from
Yeah,
Monty Oum? And you
but
had the Final Fantasy versus
but
Dead or Alive, and then you had like Ruby characters show up, things like that.
it,
Could a
this
Ruby
would be a
character
good
show
time
in?
for it, but I
Yeah,
don't see it happening. That's the only problem. This would be a great time for it, but I
yeah.
just don't see it happening, just because it's a strictly Final Fantasy game in the way they're pulling.
Mhm.
Actually, if we were to get a guest character, now I'll correct myself. We would get Sora from Kingdom Hearts. That's
No,
the
it would
only
be
option
probably
I
be
can see happen.
Kyrie. I could see Kyrie. Well,
Sora.
wait, why am I thinking with lady characters? Which is
Yeah.
fine. Kyrie, or maybe a Kyrie skin for Sora, or something along those lines.
But we've still yet
Mm.
to see Yuffie, or
Yeah, but
Riku from Final Fantasy X. So like we have characters that still are
we have Square characters,
accessible,
right? But it is a
but
Final Fantasy based. At the
it's up in
same
it.
time, we have not even talked about 1s through 6. So it could be any characters from 1 through 6 that we're totally just skipping out on
Yeah, I'm gonna skip out on them because I don't expect them to.
to sell well.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of messed up their release in America, but that's the whole nother story. But either way, if you guys are looking forward to it, like I am, I'm actually going to be jumping into that and watching it on next Tuesday. I'm pretty sure we'll probably do it at our session and put it up on a big screen so we can see who the reveal is.
Yeah, I'm
But
thinking. Just thinking all the characters now. You know what? Probably some character from 10, because 10 only has Tidus and Jacked.
yeah,
Right? Am I
see,
right? Yeah.
like I said, well, Tita's jacked, and they have one other character.
Yuna
No, they
from
don't.
the
No, they
from the
don't.
second one. They don't have Lulu. They don't have Kimari. You don't have Riku.
I
You
was
don't have
Remember Waku was in the original one, so we might
who?
see him put back in.
Who?
Waku, the
From
volleyball
11?
guy, the
Waka.
freaking dude.
Waka was not in the
Waka,
original.
sorry.
Waka was not in
Yeah,
the
he
first one.
was. Yeah, he was. He was a playable character. He was in the city of
Duodecim?
first one. I
No, he
think he
was
was
not
in
in
the
the
first
first
one.
one. That was
First one or just
that was
Decima?
Tidus.
That's
Tidus
one.
had the Blitzball because he's a
Yeah,
Tidus
no, but
Blitzball player.
they were both in it. Trust me.
I
We
would
were
put a
both.
smooth 5 on that.
We both don't got a smooth 5 to bet right now. So, because we both
Ew,
end
did I
up
just laugh
doing
like
the same thing.
Seymour? What's my problem? All right.
But guys, that is it for the randoms of the FGC.
Imagine if they put
We're gonna
pain in that game. Sorry. I'm done.
we're gonna be swinging over to the plug and play section where we talk about nothing but hardware or just things that pertain to hardware that allow you to further progress with what you want to do, or what you want to get into. So something we actually used this weekend,
Ooh, really?
which is voice meter or meter.
Meter.
Um, it was something that I actually didn't think was going to be that good, but when I actually sat down with it, I played around with one of the other guys at the session, and lo and behold, I had two crappy USB headsets, and they were no longer crappy. So we were able to do commentary. We were able to do some pretty cool things with this, and you can split the two hardwares and have them revert back out to one into the headset, so you can actually hear each other, such as how myself and Static Gorilla are currently hearing each other.
Hi.
Um, but yeah, we have those options, and you'd be able to definitely. This is definitely something flexible, but keep in mind, guys, if you're looking to support this after checking it out, you can
Right.
pay a little bit of money, but if not, you can download it for free. So it's kind of a personal choice.
Right. That looks amazing. That seems like more of your corner than mine. Um. So how did you said you used this at Summer Jam?
So no, I used this at our session.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we had a local session,
Mm.
and when I had the headsets, what ended up happening, which was really cool,
Mhm.
was so I didn't find out about this, guys, until probably I had something else, another program that I was using
Yeah.
that was way more intricate, way more dumb, because I had to reload the program like 5 times or however many times,
Sure.
based off of however many inputs I needed. So
Yeah.
however many virtual audio mixer. It's a
Right.
virtual audio mixer for you guys first off. But in order to get the inputs, I had to like reload like multiple ones. This one just allows for two. I believe you can. There's certain versions that allow you to have more than two
Yeah.
inputs. So it's pretty cool if you're looking to do something without having an actual physical mixer in front of you and using all the cords. This is a little bit more simple if you're trying to do that USB concept for a mixer. So
Sure.
this really awesome concept, and I'm pretty sure Dre would probably agree with me when he'd say, yeah, it's not bad. Something cool if you don't got the money for it, for a mixer. So something a little bit more for you guys who are getting into streaming and want to try to have a little bit more of a commentary thing going on and whatnot.
We say, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
You'd say,
that sounds like
hey, that's so dope.
for free.
For
free?
free?
Yeah.
For free? Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Look, I even got a sunglasses. That's dope. Nah.
And yeah, if you guys obviously this website has more things on there if you guys are looking to do like
Right.
32 track recorders and all that nonsense, like if we're like how we do for our podcast stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's vb-audio.com, and you can look up voice meter. That is with 2 E's, and then the MEETER for I don't know our sake, but dude, that looks sick. I mean, I'm not too much into sound. I mean, I've dabbled with stuff like that, but that is pretty intricate. And when you get to mess around, like that's when you get to the core of certain like sound mixers and everything like that. When you get to mess around with it and not like get in trouble or anything, let's say you're at a major event and then you mess up the sound. Like when you get to the intricacies and get to learn how all of it works, I think that's awesome. I find that like one of my favorite things to do when working in media or any visual type of things like that.
Well, I know what we're gonna be doing next time you're here. You're gonna be learning some stuff, so it's be pretty fun.
Bring it, man. I'm in there. Show
And guys,
me your ways.
that is all we have for today, guys, for the plug and play. But it is time to get into the focus attack.
Yes.
And guess what? Unfortunately, there's no focus attack because we were World Warriors this week.
Oh.
So, with that being said,
But I broke your block string. No, I broke your block.
Damn.
No, I'm kidding.
No, you're good. Actually, funny enough,
Yeah.
me and Gabe actually went to the same event.
Yes, we did.
And I think we had two different perspectives on the event because I was not a competitor, but I was a commentator.
Yes.
But I was still a volunteer. But
Yes.
you were a competitor.
I was both.
And yeah, you were a competitor and a volunteer.
I was, correct.
So, I guess if you want to talk about your experience first, because I know it might have been a little bit different for you as a competitor and spectator. I mean, and whatnot.
No, definitely. Friday night I had to. I arrived early because I had to. I had to actually go to. I had to get something, like the key for their hotel room, and then go to a birthday party, and then come back. I got the key for the hotel room to give it to my, not colleagues, my roommates. There we go. That's the word. And cool things. People were already playing Marvel 3. Everything was already going smooth. People were having a great time. People saying hi to each other. Everything. I cannot say anything. Like, I didn't stay Sunday. I had to go. But for Saturday, Friday night, I cannot tell you how, one, safe I felt. Two, I felt so like this was the best event I've been to, I could say, all year. And I say that because it was like I didn't feel like there were any hiccups. I ran brackets for the first time, and I felt good about it. There was such a positive vibe between everybody. What's the next part? Just like I was in bracket. I had to play in tournament, and the vibe that we were getting from people playing Tekken, people playing Soul Calibur, just everywhere. I just saw positivity everywhere, except for that one guy that went 0-2 in the bracket that I ran. Like there was positivity everywhere. Like you could just feel it. Like I can't see like anything else he could have done better. Of course, you're gonna have your complaints of people on Twitter and wherever they want to be. People are never gonna be pleased, but you know what? It doesn't take away from the fact that it was a good time to be held. And between myself and our roommates, like this was the best fun we've had at any major event that we've had all together. My one like there's no like, dude. The only reason why I actually volunteered, and listen to this, guys. I think if you have a major in your local scene, I highly recommend volunteering, because you are not just becoming. Let me see. You won't just support your scene. You're going to support your scene, yes, but you are also being an example of what your scene is to the guests that are coming into your scene. So, for instance, we had John Ding in the house, CEO champion, and he played Mr. Fu on stream. I'm pretty sure Fu is like the nicest guy. And now Fu didn't volunteer, but he always brings his DDR machine. So, like, I'm just saying, if we can build some sort of camaraderie between bigger players, we can continue to bring those players out, and maybe even on their own accord, and you can still continue to play them because we built such a good scene here. We built a place for those players to come back to. Sorry, I'm done preaching. I'm just saying,
I absolutely agree, though. I don't disagree at all.
Like, for instance, like, anime is great, but they like to complain.
All the time.
All the time. And all I'm saying is, if you continue to complain about the tournament scene, maybe your local tournament scene, and you don't show up, you're hurting your anime scene. Is that not correct?
Oh, that's absolutely 100%.
Like you guys can all meet in a whole different place, but if you're not going to show up, you know, like BBCF had pre-registration for like 6 people.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just saying, like you're hurting your own scene by, I mean, you know, it's a tough topic because people are like, oh, I don't go to this and I don't go to that. But you know what? At the end of the day, bro, go support your scene anyway, so that other players can come in there and your players can play those players and get better, and then your local scene can get better. I wanted to get that off my chest for a little while. I'm just
I
sorry.
kind of feel
I'm
it. I
sorry,
kind of
man. I'm
kind
sorry.
of felt that.
We have such good talent, and then people that don't want to show. And I think we have some of the best players um, here in Philly area, in Jersey too. We have LK. LK goes to all tournaments. I'm not saying he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nah,
just
he's
saying,
everywhere. He
bro,
was
I want to
he's
see.
at.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say he was at tournaments I don't even want to see him at.
Right, right. Oh my goodness, dude, you know, any local scene tournament, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go here. Ain't nobody know about this tournament. Okay, shows up. Oh, you know. uh, so bro, I think that's my rant about, like, I think attendance at least, but
I
go
guess
ahead.
the main thing is how
Yeah.
is because like obviously you see how SCR is gonna be. How was security for you at
Sorry,
least?
yeah, sorry, I didn't
Someone
streamline the
who was a
conversation.
competitor.
Security for me, the lady was like, "It's okay, get close. Just a girl." I was like, "Okay, go ahead, bleep, bleep.
Good
That's
start.
it. No, it's great." I was like, "Okay, make it comfy for me." She just metal detector behind, metal detector front. Another one, like it was certain times, like how serious the security would actually be. Like one time, it was like. For the people that are
Yeah.
listening at home, that was up the legs and in the back and up the sides and filling up everywhere, just making sure that we are safe and clean. They would, check your bags, but it wasn't invasive. There was never a line that was going across the whole venue. It was quick and easy, and if you knew what to do and you were prepared, you wouldn't have to be. And you know what? I didn't even take advantage of staff privileges and just go right through them like, oh, I'm staff. No, man.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have to do that. I want to make sure that they know that I'm trying to keep everybody safe. Like, I want them to, you know, do get, they were paid to do their job. Let's help them do their job.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Was there anything else for you that was stand out? Like, because I know you didn't stay Sunday, but like just for Friday and Saturday, was that like the only things that really stood out for you?
Yeah, I didn't say Sunday.
And you did pretty
So
well in tournament. You played against Chris G on stream. He actually
that's
commended
right.
you.
There was a tournament. Oh dear God. No, I had a pretty
How was
good
that for you?
showing. That was okay. So I there was a bye for me first round. Second round was a guy who didn't show up. It's funny enough. He was in the bracket that I was running, and he didn't show up. Replicant. Oh no! You know what? Replicant. If you're out there, I would like to play you in Dragon Ball just so we can have that rematch. Cause I beat you because you DQ'd. Then so after that, I knew this person's name was familiar. His name is Kilgore Trout. Apparently, he's from Delaware area, DMV area, and apparently I've played him a lot of times because he's a Super Scroll main.
Oh, interesting.
Right. I'm mad that I forgot that I've played him a bunch. But then I was like, wait, Super Scroll. Yeah, okay, I remember. And then, because when I think DMV, I always think about when I beat the Hammer from DMV area. But anyway, Kilgore Trout took care of him, and then I also had to. No, that was it. It was just the buy, the DQ, Kilgore Trout. By the way, I OCV'd him, I think, once with
Nice.
Vegeta, base Vegeta. Doesn't matter. It's okay. Then I had to play Chris G on stream.
But did you? But overall,
What's up?
did you
I'm
feel
sorry.
like
I can't streamline this conversation. I'm always going crazy. Go ahead.
so through all of all the things happening,
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
feel that like running the bracket and being a part of the bracket wasn't that bad,
No.
and that like things ran pretty smooth
Of
on that part
of course. Yeah. It ran
compared
smoothly.
to
I
Winter
mean,
Jam?
Winter Brawl.
Winter Brawl, sorry.
Listen. So
Wow.
Summer Jam. I think that Dragon Ball starting top 32 at 9 o'clock was a mistake. There were some games that went way too late. What was the other game? Tekken was going up until 12:30,
What's
and
Tekken?
and Dragon Ball went on until 12:30 on stream, and then there was an On Blast show, I believe.
Well,
Um,
they had an actual
they were
show, like,
supposed to have like an On Blast show excerpt or something,
huh?
and it didn't really. I don't think it flew off. But I think that yeah, that could have been. I think they were done in the room at like 1:15. You know, packing up for the next day for finals day, getting all chairs and everything, picking up all the PS4s and all that. So I'm thinking that yeah, that was the only gripe that I really had. We were all upstairs. We all ate, and then we were all upstairs, and they're still playing on stream. Okay, I mean it happens at events. I don't think Sunday was delayed. I didn't have any service where I was on
Yeah.
Sunday, so I don't know how late Sunday went. How did that go?
So I'll just kind of sum it up because it'll all tie into Sunday for me.
Yeah,
Um,
so go. It's your turn because I am done trying to hear myself talk.
so basically Friday, Saturday, really fun time. I didn't compete, so for me it was just running the tournament. It was helping run TO. I
Yeah,
definitely felt the pressure, running brackets. I felt like there was definitely a lot of pressure
right.
on the TOs to get this one right because they had the volunteers this time.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yep.
but
You know, sorry.
no,
Yeah,
say what
no,
you're gonna
we
say.
we did have a lot of volunteers. I think that was great. However, sometimes I'm just noticing that as a volunteer, I've been noticing that some people just volunteer just for volunteer sake, and they don't even care about actually what volunteering means. You know, at
Absolutely.
least like they do it for some sort of incentive, as if like, oh, I volunteered, I need something in return.
Well,
Like
that's common.
like
So
no,
that
but
that's
it
what
is
I get
common,
to.
and that's sad, man. 'Cause
No, no, no,
you
no,
can't
no.
even
You
be a
can't say that.
volunteer.
You
What?
can't say that because
What?
here's the thing. People are told beforehand when you volunteer, all you have to do is run two brackets, and guess what? You run two brackets, you already get what you get back your money.
Mm,
You get that's the incentive.
mm,
But if there's that's you choosing to volunteer to
mhm,
do so.
mhm.
But they do have staff like Scamby's staff,
That,
Rice's staff.
but
But then
they
you have people like myself and you who are
volunteer.
not
Yeah,
staff.
but they let you know specifically that this incentive will come in a certain time. Why would you wait until an hour later or a day or two later to be like, keyboard warrior, where's my stuff? You know,
Well, see,
like,
that's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
Because me,
Mhm.
I don't. That's what I'm going to explain. So let me explain, and
Sure,
it'll
sure, sure,
sum up
sure, sure,
all the
sure.
stuff
I
that
will
you're
shut
talking about.
up. Yes.
So here's the thing. For me, I did not pay for anything.
Okay.
I didn't pay to be there. I
Okay.
didn't pay to enter any tournaments.
Yeah.
That was not my goal. My
Sure.
goal was to go there and support the best I could,
Mhm.
whether it be, through commentary or matches, whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, not receiving any money
Mhm.
was perfectly fine because I
Yeah.
didn't pay for anything.
Right.
And I explained to them, I said, my only return is that you give me a slot commentating what I normally want to commentate,
Mhm.
and which I did, and I got more than I expected. So, but the thing is, because I went there with no incentive, I didn't have any reason to, pay anything or to get paid.
Yeah.
That's where I kind of noticed a lot of the stuff that you're talking about.
Mhm.
So I enjoyed at least the fact that I got to run brackets. I love running brackets. It's fun for me.
Yeah, that was an
Done it
amazing
before.
time that I had.
I get to meet new players. I get
Mhm.
to kind of
I ran
shit talk on the
Diaphone's bracket.
side,
Yeah.
but I even got to meet, like you said, John Ding.
Oh.
I also got to meet Pecos or Picos, and that was really fun. So it was
Yeah.
like really
Is that
cool to
a
see
is
all
that a
these
3D
different
player?
players from. Huh?
Is that a 3D game player? What's he play?
He played Tekken, but he got top 8 for Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh.
So, and I ran his pool. So it
Mhm.
was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, I got to a point where yes, I felt it. I felt the whole volunteer, all the volunteers shifted and left.
Yeah. Yeah. It felt like
And
forced, man.
that was the thing that I feel like that has not been accounted for is if you have people volunteer for the first day, do not have your staff also do not expect them to be a part of your staff. Expect to have more volunteers leading into Saturday afternoon
Yeah.
because I ran two brackets. Unfortunately, some things were ran a little bit wonky.
Mhm.
And I had, because of smaller tournament, it felt smaller. Everybody was spread out. A lot of players were playing in multiple games.
Yeah.
My brackets ran a little bit longer, but they always ended when they needed to. And the biggest thing was I ran two brackets within, let's say, eight hour span.
Okay.
Um, the thing that made me upset was that when I So I would ask for brackets. I would say, let me run 2 things. I don't care.
Mhm.
Because, sometimes we just got to run 2 or 4 things. And guys, the standard is normally run 2 things, get your money back. You can choose to keep volunteering if you want.
Yeah.
I wanted to run more,
Yeah.
but because everything was getting backed up, I couldn't keep running things. So I just made myself very flexible. But keep in mind, at one point you can see the
Excuse me.
TOs were like, here's another paper, and I'm like, dude, I haven't eaten since like this morning,
Right.
and
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like 8 at night. I'm gonna go eat, and they're like, no, it's fine. And it sucks because then they have to stretch themselves out where
Mhm.
they have
You
extra
have to
work that they
find
have to do,
somebody. They
outside of the
gotta get the
volunteers.
mic that was
Um,
missing for hours.
yeah, and I definitely think we should, as players that aren't, I'm gonna be honest, look, if you're not doing anything, you're spectating, why not just help run one
Bro,
bracket? It doesn't really hurt
volunteer.
anything, but it
Yeah.
makes everything run smoothly so you
Right.
can watch your favorite matches
Yeah.
happen right then and there. So, but overall, it was a really cool event.
Oh,
Um,
good. It
I
was
did
great. Yeah.
I did get to commentate top 8 for Dragon Ball Fighters and for Blaze Blue Cross Tag.
Mhm.
Um, that was fun in its own. I just think that with that being said, people need to really, how can I say? For once, I was not mad about the event, and I think everything just flowed right. People just need to keep that excitement that they had towards the end of the tournament. But
You're.
I, overall, though, my experience was great. The security experience, that's my last
Yeah.
tidbit, will be, I think that the security tidbit was fine. There
Okay.
was a little bit of flaws because, the first Friday was like, it's more casual. You don't really
Right.
need a bunch of people,
No.
security guarding or whatnot. You don't need it to be that serious. So they had somebody just kind of like scan.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Bzz, bzz.
Scan, go
All
ahead.
right. Bye.
But the one thing that did happen is, and I do want to bring this to their attention,
Sure.
and they
I
do need
didn't
to
hear
know,
about this. What's that?
at that local, at that specific venue, they need to seal off the bathroom section from being a section where people can just go in and out for free because it led to the hall. So people would
Yeah.
just sneak in that way
Yeah.
easily. So my thing is, at the end of the day, I'm glad they caught on to that this on Saturday, like roughly a little bit earlier in the afternoon.
Yeah.
They saw that people were doing that, so they would tell people they have to leave their bags there. So they had more than one security guard. They had about 2 or 3, and they would have the security guard watch the stuff. People would go to the bathroom, come back. You know what I mean? So it was more
Right.
like
Right.
they couldn't just go do that. Um,
Yeah, I noticed that weakness a little bit earlier too.
yeah,
It was just
that's just a venue setup.
yeah.
That's not E's fault. That's
Right.
not
Right. No.
anybody's fault.
Mm-mm.
It's just a venue setup. The
And not just
security
that, there were
officers
there
were
were people that were being escorted in and out of the wedding that was happening in the same day, on the same area. They had their there were people for the wedding. People there was it's a public spot where the first part of the venue is. So it's a tough call. That's the toughest part about that venue, is that there's the pool on the way over to where the venue was. So
yeah,
like that
absolutely.
that's the hard part. And you can't control that. Like last year you had a whole wedding party checking out the entire like arcade venue area. Like, is that DDR? What game is this?
Yeah,
Like,
but
is this Jam Winders or something? Like.
But I mean, overall, I think the security was really good. They
Yes.
were very like they're hands on like they needed to
Respectful.
be. They weren't too aggressive. They
Mhm.
weren't like trying to look for people that
Oh,
might have something. They
I
were just like
forgot.
scan up down. All right, we're good. Let's
Mhm.
keep moving. And that was it.
And I
So
forgot something. There was a presence of security throughout the venues as well.
yeah, I
Walking
definitely felt
walking in
safe,
front
but
of the
honestly,
screen, walking on the stage, in front of the stage, wherever they needed to be felt, it was felt.
I would just say I like, and this goes back to our earlier thing.
Yeah.
I definitely think SER is doing the right things, but
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that the whole opening up your stick, if
That's
you
in.
don't have
Mhm.
if you have
Yeah.
a stick that can't be opened without using a whatever, and it's not just a button press, please leave those people alone. Let those people go through.
It's
I have
yeah.
one of those sticks. I don't want to do that. The
Right.
wiring's very messy. It's a pain in the ass, and if something gets moved and I lose my tournament because I had to open up my stick for you, that's gonna piss me off. So I definitely think that's a really bad move on SCR's part.
Yeah.
And if they choose to do that, that's them. But they'll never
Not
catch
even
me at one of their
not even
events.
does TSA open up your arcade stick to check for a bomb.
Sometimes they do. So, but
Has it happened to you?
no, actually, I've never had TSA. When I
The
went to
only
London,
time.
never
Go
had
ahead.
TSA do that. I was perfectly fine. They already knew what it was. I
Yeah.
just rolled it through. They were good to go. I came back, same stuff.
Mhm.
Like that was that like the only I don't get it. That's what I don't get. It's not to that degree yet, and then pushing it to that degree is only going to make it worse. That's why I definitely think Summer Jam did very well with security. And if anybody should take an example after that, it should just be every other tournament for now and just have a form of security around the venue, in the
Yeah.
venue, just like
Yeah.
Jabali did for his location. And just kind of go from there.
Leave your bags
Other than that,
inside. Leave your bags in the venue, bro. Or not
yeah.
even that. Just take your arcade stick. Just bring your stick with you.
Yeah, that's what we did. At
Right.
one point, we were just bringing the arcade stick
That's
down.
it. Just
Really, what it
you hold
was.
up your arcade stick. You take what's out of your pocket, what's in your pockets, out your pockets, and dude, just be honest with the security as well. Yo, like
I was like,
at
"Yo, I got
C,
my
yeah,
keys," and he was like, "No, don't even take it out." And
yeah,
he was just like, "Pat me down, just make sure it's my
yeah.
keys, and then keep it moving."
And at CEO, there was an incident apparently that someone they did find a person that had a gun, but it was a license to carry, and I think from what I heard, he just explained what the situation was, that he has it because he has the license, or that he has responsibilities, and
That's what it
I
is.
guess he made it off with it okay. Like I'm just saying, the measures are there. If you're honest with them, they'll be honest with you. If they say we don't want that in the venue, then you can go ahead and put it back where it needs to go.
Exactly. So, guys, obviously that was our experience at Summer Jam 12. Would you say stars,
What?
5 stars, or below?
Four and a
For
half.
4.5? All right, I can
You know,
definitely get on board with four and a
you
half
you
because I was just not a competitor this weekend. So,
right, and
and I wanted to eat more.
if I was
So,
watching on Saturday and then I had to fall asleep for the next day, I'd be like, man, it's going late, and I'm not watching Dragon Ball this late. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or
Actually,
Tekken this late. Yeah.
Dragon Ball on Saturday was
Mm.
late. Sunday was actually perfectly fine.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So I'm okay with
Yeah.
that.
How
Other than
was?
that, yeah, that was
We
it.
didn't talk about that. How late did it go? Um.
I mean Tekken was last, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I was out the door once I saw Chris G lose Street Fighter, I was out the door. So I would
Okay.
say Dragon Ball went from like 5 to about 7ish, maybe like it was probably on the most on
Because
time
remember,
thing
Tekken
except
was the last
Crosshair.
game, and Tekken takes about 2.5 hours, but it's a fast 2.5 hours, man.
I mean even Soul Calibur was going pretty steady. So everything kind of ran on time it seems.
Right.
Tekken was just a little long because it's Tekken.
Yeah.
So
Hold on. So
excuse me.
real quick, shout outs to our top 8 Philadelphia players. Don't die. Are you okay? All right, great. Top 8 finalists. Tame Storm, Philadelphia's own Tame Storm, did take home Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Uh, Initial J did get second in Unist. That is Initial
Philly
J
overall
3-0.
did really well.
They really did. And I almost beat Chris G in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Not really. I got washed.
So for
Yes.
our mod highlights.
Wait. And Initial J got top 8, I think, in Guilty Gear. All right, let's go. Yes, mod
For our
highlights.
mod highlights,
Ooh, boy. We
they
have to wait for our producer.
Sleeping Master has been putting together some stuff. I know Dre talked about quite a bit of stuff that he was looking into, but he was the one who put these on the board. As I told you guys he would come up with something very interesting for us to set up. So he was able to get some stuff from Sleeping Master, and Sleeping Master definitely put in some work for us.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness, it's SNK heroines.
no man, stop. Get out of here. No. So Sleeping Master put together Andy Bogard Street Fighter
Oh, that
5.
is so
Yes,
sick.
guys.
That is
Ibuki,
sick.
but it's only for PC. So remember,
Yeah,
only
of
for
course.
PC. Do not look anywhere else.
That is correct.
But it's actually really well done. I actually think it reminds me of Andy, just in a little bit more of a Street Fighter format. He
It's
kind
a
of has the same
good.
poses,
Yeah,
everything.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. The pose with the straight hands.
It is female Andy. You might actually be right. We might be looking at the next SNK Heroines character. Wait, nope, she's already in the game.
No.
So,
Boom.
yeah,
That
no,
is
you can see from
pretty
all the
cool.
animations, it's really crisp. It has the colors appropriately. A little weird seeing Andy pull out a knife, but other than that, I mean kunai. But other than that, I think this is probably one of the better looking concepts for a character from another game.
Right.
Um, Definitely we've seen a lot of cool ones like Jetta and stuff like that, but this Andy looks really good and really crisp
I-
from the hair to the outfit.
Is this the first crossover one you guys have covered?
No.
No.
We've had multiple crossovers, but this is
Mm.
probably one of the better ones that fits
No.
the character
Right.
more
Right.
than
Exactly.
like because you get some crossovers they're just a
Mm.
nice like outfit like we've had like near Automata stuff like that,
Okay.
but when you see the character,
Yeah,
and they fit the role, then it just
really
makes it even
does.
nicer because you could see it from all the moveset that this seems like a female version of Andy, just with an extra move or two. So same
Yeah,
stance, some of the same moves. If anything, a lot of the same moves. It's almost like they went to the same school or whatnot.
right. That's so cool. And the mod is. It looks like that mod has V trigger immediately. You saw that? Like
Yeah,
the match just started. It's this V trigger. What is going
yeah.
on with the guys in the
They
background?
they do use a lot of different things. So but yeah,
Hey, it's just a
that's
showcase.
Sleeping
I love
Master's
it.
first one. That's
Yeah.
the Andy mod. But
Mm.
Sleeping Master also put together another mod, which is the Blue Mary mod. That one is just as good. And this is another crossover one from SNK. So if you guys remember, Blue Mary is a very interesting SNK character. I totally forgot which which version she appeared in, but they're using the Lar outfit, and it's very
Whoa.
Blue Mary, but it's not like her moveset is not gonna look the same. You're gonna see some of her moves look cool, like as if Blue Mary was doing it, but like I said, the outfit itself is very well done. It's detailed to a T. You could see from the pants to the shirt, it looks like Blue Mary.
Yeah, but
You don't know who Blue Mary is, do you?
I do. Isn't she from Garo?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
no.
No.
She's from King of Fighters. She is from
Okay.
King of
What, like
Fighters.
98? Fatal Fury. Really, Fatal Fury? Huh.
Yeah. She's an old school character with like Bao Bao and all of them. So she's like when Chang
Was
and
she in Wild Ambition?
I don't know.
My producer's telling me something. Neo Geo Freak. She was modeled after Android 18. Huh.
Illy, that's wild. I never would have thought that.
Just trying to
That
check some of these
that's
comments.
okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I never would have expected her being modeled after 18, but that's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's cool. It's just, I think the hair. It's just a Street Fighter thing.
Oh no no,
Weird
we
hair.
we definitely critique here too. We
Yeah.
don't sit here and say everything's the best. We put it up there because we know it's one of the more solid ones, but we still, say, hey, look, clean this up a little bit. I mean, look, he made two costumes from that general set of games, and I definitely like to say, it's still really nice to see somebody putting in the work to make characters
Oh no,
try to
definitely.
fit.
Yeah.
So
I just think
definitely good job to him.
I'm sure it will work better in another sort of game. I don't know. Maybe it's a Street Fighter 5
It's
thing.
because it's the character you play and you're not used to seeing something like that. It'd be a nice outfit though if Capcom came out with something like that to show some appreciation to KOF.
Let me
But
see. I just wanted to see this last pose, if you don't mind. Yeah.
but this last one over here that I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I'm gonna let you take lead on, which is the the
Bum,
god
bum, bum,
himself,
bum,
Master
bum.
Klo, throwing us a new one.
Oh my goodness, all these ads. Give me a second here. Ka-clam. Wait. I didn't start. All right, my bad. Here we go. It's Ultra Instinct time. You got the song ready? I'm kidding. So yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at those characters that are already in there. But oh man, look at that hair. So yeah, Ultra Instinct Goku. It looks pretty cool. I like it. Is this based off of the base Goku form? No, this is off of
So it is using the Super Saiyan Blue
Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Yeah. Oh
Goku.
right. Because I was looking at it earlier. The auto combo was that super overhead kick. Oh, wait. Let's look at those. What am I skipping those costumes for? Give me a second here. So let's show all the alternates. So there's one. That's okay. Regular Goku. That's pretty cool. Is it just two? No, there we go. Red outfit, the blue one. Mhm. 7. The purple, the pink, and oh yeah, those the white colors are cool, and the orange and white and black. That looks pretty awesome. Oh wait, did you see? Oh my goodness, that regular Vegito color with that blonde hair. That's sick. And he's gonna pick the tournament stage. All right, so let's fast forward here a little bit. Oh, even the pictures are different. Meza, you still there?
Yes, I am. So
Okay.
yeah, like I said, Master Klo is Master Klo is very, very much a well-known modder that we've had for quite some time,
Oh my
and
goodness.
he's done a really, really good job with. I feel like he's done a really good job with his previous ones, but this is probably one of his better ones because you could see from the even the hair design, it's very clean. It's actually more detailed than the normal, actual PC version of Super Saiyan Goku Blue. The hair is very, very detailed, and
Yeah.
I like that he's done that with all his characters. And you can, I'll be honest, this guy's been just knocking them out ever since the game came out.
Right, and it's not just now. Sometimes people will be like, "Oh, that's a weird like art glitch or art thingy." Like he can put in lines. No, that's just how he looks in the show, right? I mean,
Yeah, he
okay,
definitely
yeah,
does. He has like he usually would have like maybe a little bit of a line or something around him, and I mean like obviously he's not gonna go too crazy with it because the moment they start doing things that are not recolors,
yeah,
they become different models, and it makes it harder to use them online and whatnot. But and guys, do keep in mind these are only PC mods,
right.
mods that can only be done in PC. But yeah, Master Clothes definitely I think captured exactly. And if you see, it does look a little. The coloring does seem a little bit different, but
Yeah,
that's because he's using more shadows. He is adding additional reflections and whatnot in different shades. So that's why we're getting so much more in-depth detail than we normally would.
that's so cool. The fact that somebody can do that, man. I, man, man. I
Yeah, I
wonder what
know.
kind of
I know you wish we had like 30,000 more mods.
it'd be great. I wonder what kind of mods. I want to see the mods that he can do with like cooler in the future,
Well,
or something
request
like
because
that.
I think the cooler was his mod. I think these are all his mods that you're
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
right now.
But I'm saying
Um,
like with coolers, when cooler comes
well,
out in the end of the month,
I don't know what he's gonna
that's
do
cool.
because he might make metal cooler for us because he has currently the other cooler, the return of cooler, which so I'm saying like the he might make cooler or something else based off of his future cooler.
That looks
So
so
maybe
cool.
transformations or something. Who knows? Master Clo, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You got it. All
Oh
right,
yeah, no doubt.
Master Clo, you got it. But guys, that's gonna do it for our mod highlights. But I
What?
mean, you know what happens after mod highlights? The show ends. Me, y'all go home in a sad way.
I'm very sad.
but
But we're
but
gonna be
no,
back next
guys.
week.
Well, technically, I'm already home, so that doesn't affect me, but it does
How
you.
dare
But guys,
you? Yeah,
obviously,
man.
that is pretty much it for our mod highlights. And I just want
Those
to
are
thank
pretty cool.
you
I'm sorry,
guys
I'm just saying real
for
quick.
watching
Right.
and listening.
Listening.
Um, Obviously, you can check us out on iTunes, Apple Podcasts for iOS, Overcast for iOS, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Player.fm, Pocket Cast, SoundCloud, Podbean, and RSS feed. If you are looking to, of course, just listen to us if you guys missed anything, or if you just got in here and you're like, oh man, I want to hear all that good stuff. So don't forget also, you can down below check me out at Meza FGC on Twitter. Not YouTube yet. We're almost at that point, guys.
Well,
Twitter.
NSG's been uploading some of the videos of the stream, so or of our going on. So soon or so maybe happening already.
So yeah, no, that's all I'll upload it. So check it out, Twitter, Twitch. Also I allowed for it now. It's my Instagram is also Meza FGC, so you guys can find me on Meza FGC with Instagram. Um, and hopefully YouTube will be changing that soon. Where can
Excuse
they
me.
find you, sir?
At Static Gorilla on everything, like, well, since you said Instagram, on Instagram, and on the Twitter, and on Twitch as well. So thank goodness, and it's no space like Mr. B Food did on to Saturday, so that's okay. If you would like to also check out my match between Chris G and see me get whooped, I did hold my own until the very like 10 seconds in. But no, it's a learning experience. Meza and I are gonna be training a lot harder in Dragon Ball. And we're gonna show you what we can do at NEC. Is that right?
Yes, sir. So obviously, guys, you
Mm,
can also hit us up on
definitely.
twitter.com
Yep.
backslash MTB site.
Yes.
And you can also catch us on facebook.com, mash those buttons, youtube.com, mash those buttons. And guess what, guys? Even if you're missing out on that, just message us on a Double Tap Twitter. You
Yeah.
know, you always can hit us up on at Double Tap FGC
Mm-hmm.
because you know who wouldn't want to. But
Oh.
if you guys don't hit us up on there, you do have access to always check us out at Nerd Street Gamers, and that is a nerd with a 3, and you'll
Yes.
be able to check out anything new that we, whether it be us plugging on the show or just bringing some stuff up. You can also hit them up too.
Yeah,
So if you
definitely.
guys
Go
did
ahead. Yeah.
not or were not able to, go jump into Discord.
I
Discord.me,
still haven't
/ mash those buttons. We always see you guys in there. I'm lurking. I know, Crash Tag is lurking. I know we still got to get you in there,
I
Gabe.
still gotta get
So,
myself in there. Get me a link, bro.
yeah, we still got to get you in there. So, if you
Yeah.
guys don't have that link, well, now you do. So, get
Yeah.
in there. And
Awesome.
obviously, you guys can check out all of our other podcasts on the other side of things, where we do have, come on, we have
What's that?
Dun Dun Dun, Watch Point Radio, what you
Oh,
guys can
yep.
always get all of your grand finale. I actually started getting back into this game, so you guys know.
What is that
So
game?
you can get all your, fusion and all your, Overwatch
Um.
action, all that good stuff. Because
Yes, we need to get that diva skin.
I'm actually working on that right now.
Yep.
So if you don't want to, you could do that. And maybe that's not your style. Maybe you want to go for a little bit of sit rep radio, and you want to actually talk about some Tom Clancy games. You know what I mean? These guys are absolutely on point with
Yeah.
a lot of their games, and with the whole Tom Clancy's coming out with a new game, you're
Right.
gonna be getting that too. So do keep in mind, not only that, guys, we also have WoW Talk. WoW Talk. They just came out with that new patch. They're overly excited.
Wow.
Everybody's on it. Everybody's on it. So definitely go check them out as well, guys. But yeah, that's all I got for you. And
That's
make sure
it.
you go check that out at
Oh man, it's
mashthosebuttons.com
all over.
/shows. So guys, that's it.
That's it
That is
for
it.
us. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on
I
again.
would shake your hand, but you're like,
Wait.
if I just leave it there.
Wait. No. Put your hand back. Tilt it back a little bit. Back. Wait, it's fist
Bow.
bump. Fist bump. Ready?
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Fist bump.
Oh, the wall just ate your hand. All right, man.
Well,
Double high
guys, thanks
five.
for
Blam.
watching.
There you go. Or all right, cool. Take care, Mazza. Bye bye.
All right,
And
guys.
see y'all at home. Thanks for coming out, and make sure you tune in to NSC TV and come visit us at the local host arena. Take care. Bye bye.
Peace.